We are live. The internet can hear us now.
The internet, all of the internet, or just the ones that have tuned into this frequency?
Just those who have tuned in. we've got a mid-game name change. Video will go on at the beginning of the episode, one at a time, for reveals.
I'm gonna disappoint. I'm just letting you know that.
Oh, so am I. Don't worry.
Oh, 2 years in a row, Brian.
Yeah.
Come on.
We ready to start?
Yeah. Why don't we start? We could start. Sorry, we were talking business, semi-business. Well, personal business.
Personal, yeah.
None your business.
Yeah.
Welcome to the XYZ podcast. This is episode 65. I'm millennial producer Tony, joined as always by the host Gen X Brian.
Hello, everybody, and happy Halloween.
And Gen Z Winston.
What it do?
Trick or treat.
The spookiest
Trick
day.
or treat.
Third
Yes.
annual Halloween extravaganza.
You said turd annuals?
It's the third annual.
Third annual.
Turd
annual.
Ferguson?
This will be going up. It will be going out as per usual on all the podcast places, but as I think we have been doing, this will probably go up as a video episode on YouTube.
With very little production.
With minimal production. The stream that live people are watching, that's what YouTube's getting, except it's not live.
We'll run it through AI, man. We can spiff it up, and we'll all be like anime
Let's get our boy
characters.
Marcus on here.
So if you're watching live or you're watching
Miles.
later and you're wondering, you said this is video and I see none of you, we are about to do our, if you can call them costume reveals. Who would like to go first?
Let me just.
Well,
give this-
should I? Because everybody's names, if you're not watching, we always name ourselves goofy stuff. I named myself as a nod to what my quote unquote costume is. And everybody then followed me. So my name is not Mortimer. Would anybody
What's
like to,
Mortimer?
Brian, would you like to take a guess at what I am then?
I don't know. I'm
Not
possibly
Mortimer doesn't ring any bells for anybody.
It does. It does.
Oh,
but not really.
that's the guy, Lord Mortimer, right?
He kills Harry Potter. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Jerry Porter. Jerry Porter.
Jerry Porter. Yeah, Jerry Porter and Lord Mortimer.
This was a name for a famous character, and the guy who made this character was writing down names, and he's like, "Oh, I'm going to call him Mortimer," and his wife went, "Absolutely not! You're not naming him Mortimer." Instead, he is famously named
Mortimer is Wednesday Adams' mom, right?
Can't
That's
start
Morticia.
video. What is going on?
What
Somebody
a
else
Mortimer
reveal. I
start.
lied. I lied.
I know. I now know why this rings a bell, especially for me, Mr. Mortimer.
Yeah, it should, considering it's me.
Yes.
Reveal?
It told. He's gone.
This doesn't work. That's so disappointing.
It's Mortimer Mouse.
It's Mickey. I've got my Mickey ears on, one of my many on the wall behind me. Again, when I said I barely did anything, I meant it.
Dude, I love your Steamboat Willie costume. That's amazing.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
I told you, Steampunk Willie.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
There's gotta be Steampunk Willie merchandise. That right there, man. Etsy shop.
It's gonna go up right next to our camo leather jacket.
Yeah. Would possibly Mortimer like to reveal next, as we're doing
Yes.
disappointing costumes?
I didn't. Well, the disappointing costume is just me.
I told Winston, because he's like, "Where's Brian? It's getting late." And I went, putting on his hat. I was right.
I told Tony that you were putting on a blue shirt instead of a green one like last year.
No, man, I always have my Three Floyds Brewery Zombie Dust T-shirt because it's got the skeleton on it. So
Are
I
you
don't
dressed
even-
up as a? You know who you dress? You look like a hipster. Like
why
you,
he's-
yeah,
That's why he's doing a podcast.
yeah.
Yeah. But remember,
It's all part of the
those.
costume.
Oh, here, let me get.
Now
more
he looks like a
dad-like
tech
for you.
bro.
Yeah, now
With
you
the
look
vest,
like a tech
yeah.
yeah, you look like a
Look
finance
dad.
guy.
I always saw this. I call this my dad vest. But
It's
anyway.
a finance guy vest.
All
man.
right, enough of my lackluster
Okay.
reveal.
And
All right,
definitely
let's-
Mortimer.
Definitely Mortimer.
Definitely Mortimer.
Definitely
Hold
a
on.
mouse. Mortimer Mouse.
Hold on.
Oh, to finish yeah.
It's it's me, Gojo, from Jujutsu Kaisen. Obviously, it's an anime cosplay. Don't worry about it.
I have. You know what? You could like Winston, like,
we could have spent the next week and Brian would never have guessed what he was about to see.
Exactly.
He looks like a DJ for some band. Like he's like, a backup DJ for Delight.
I look like a Swedish guy.
You look like one of the DJ twins from Scott Pilgrim. It's what you look like.
Yeah,
I
guess
do.
it's got to be the headphones, but holy crap, that's so funny, man. International DJ.
It doesn't help. It doesn't help taking off the headphones. It looked worse.
Yeah.
I was like, so the worst part is I got this wig because I thought it would, it would look like the cosplay.
That right there, that sense. See, the worst part is I got this wig. Like that's
That's the sentence itself. No. So
we finally got an answer to a previous podcast question, which is, when will you wear wigs?
When will you wear wigs?
The answer is Halloween.
That is an excellent throwback that nobody will get, but I appreciate
literally.
the depth of that one, Tony. That was nice.
But at least I put some effort, I feel, into my costume this year.
That's true.
Yeah, man. I think you surpass all of us on this one.
I think I surpass everybody every year.
You do put some effort in, and it's appreciated.
Yeah, and I'm sorry.
I now have I have way too many Halloween costumes that I'm never gonna rewear, so I gotta find a way to get rid of it.
That's what I always. That's why I was always a little reluctant to invest in a good Halloween costume, because it's like, okay, am I committing to this? If I spend $100 on this costume, I'm gonna want to commit to this, so I get. That's
why, Brian, I have not bought my $200 worth of the Batman,
cowl and all.
Yeah,
but Tony's Doctor Strange costume is great.
No, yeah, it's driving the argument for sure. But I just haven't mustered up the courage to spend $200-$300 on it.
You've worn this is the guy who knows nothing about. Well, I tangentially know things about cosplay because of you guys. And when you wore that to the parks for the Halloween party, did people stop you and take pictures with you?
I have had people stop and take pictures. In fact, when we were in Disneyland last year.
Look at Winston real quick. I'd like to throw down. Sorry, go ahead. And you were in Disney.
He's trying to enter the Matrix.
Mr. Anderson.
Yeah.
When I was in Disneyland last year, we went to a Halloween party and I wore the costume, and I actually met a group that was cosplaying X-Men that wanted to stop and take a picture with me and my wife, who was dressed as Wanda.
Yeah.
So
it sounds like a swinging story too, just by the way. If you don't have context.
Yeah, well. What happens at Disney stays at Disney, right? That's the saying.
Probably more so than Vegas, I would think.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool that they try to or I always feel like it's a lot of people especially cosplayer. I know when I go to cons and stuff, they are always very friendly in terms of somebody coming up and asking to take a photo with them.
Yes.
Well, I think that's the ultimate compliment. Your costume is awesome that I want to take a picture with it because it's so good. You're not going to take a picture with lame costumes. So
exactly. Wait, Tony, how much did you spend on your costume?
Probably total about 200. Simply because I ended up having to buy a second pair of boots for it.
But the boots really sell it, man.
The boots are nice.
The boots are nice.
Did the boots have some fur on it?
No fur. No fur.
Nor was Doctor Strange wearing apple bottom jeans. But I don't know if we explained fully in the beginning that Mortimer Mouse was the original name for Mickey Mouse.
Yes.
But then Walt's wife said Mortimer's a stupid name, right? And then why don't you call him Mickey?
Yeah.
I might be paraphrasing.
That's it. That's the story.
Okay. All right.
Though there is another tall, skinny kind of dickhead character who is named Mortimer in the Mickey universe.
Who's that?
Is he? Yeah,
his name Mortimer. So there is a Mortimer. There is a Mortimer Mouse, but he's tall and skinny, and he's an idiot. Yeah, he's
and he's a brute. Okay. So he had to use it, but yeah, I guess Mickey's a lot cuter than Mortimer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a dumb name. I'm a little distracted because I wanted to see how much it actually costs for like an accurate Batman costume, and it's $279 without the
Oh,
shoes.
shrinkflation. What do
Yeah.
you have Batman and they're rocking some Nikes on the bottom? Is that
Yeah, right. I got some Jordans on or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Fun fact: did you know that my Michael Keaton Batman boots were made from a pair of Jordans?
Oh.
I did not
Yeah.
know that. Well, then there you go. You get some what what Jordans were out in '89. They were a couple
They
models
were
in.
a pair of Jordan 6 that was modified. So they turned it from like
Mods.
it
The
went from a
mod.
typical like, basketball sneakers, and they somehow turned it into like a high boot type of thing, military boot style.
I do know that Michael Keaton he was given a like star on the Pittsburgh Walk of Fame this past week.
Is Michael Keaton
What?
from Pittsburgh?
Michael Keaton's from Pittsburgh. One of
No way.
one of his first jobs was working set design, I believe it was, on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
That was filmed in Pittsburgh?
Yep, Mr. Rogers' Pittsburgh
I gotta take my
stableman.
wig off. This thing was
Winston, you
actually
just-
terrible.
You went from anime character to lunch lady to Winston. That was,
Yeah,
you didn't stop- you didn't stop-
I had a wig net. I had to wear a wig
I
net
know
to
you
keep
didn't
my
stop
hair.
at the intermediate stage.
Yeah, no, I
gonna,
didn't.
I was gonna order some nuggets or something.
That would just look like a typical like Japanese guy.
Yeah, man.
I also
I-
have to point out that our fan in the chat,
Sundial.
Lucy, has
Yeah.
a Lucille Ball costume.
Oh,
Which is
that's
pretty incredible.
fantastic.
Yeah.
That is fantastic.
The what happened? I took my headphones off.
Wait, okay, Tony.
You'll have to go back and listen.
Here's the thing,
Oh, okay.
Tony. I don't think if you say Lucille Ball, I don't know that Winston knows who we're talking about.
I do know who Lucille Ball is. Everybody knows Lucille Ball. She was married to that one Hispanic guy. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong.
Yeah, I was right. It was her
he's-
co-star.
Desi
He's
Arnett.
Cuban, and he was her husband. Yeah, Desi Arnaz. But
Yeah,
okay,
but I know
Hispanic guy.
Lucille.
The
Yeah.
redhead married to the Hispanic guy.
Wait, she was a redhead?
Oh yeah.
I said, well, yeah.
I thought she was
famously.
blonde.
Famously, no. I
She-
mean,
she-
a lot
you
of,
see her in black and white.
Black
That's why
and
you're
white, yeah.
confused.
So wait, in the show, her hair is not blonde?
no.
No,
Lucille
she's a
Ball is
redhead.
known for her red hair.
Yeah.
Oh, I always thought because I don't know why I always thought she was blonde. That black and white really played tricks on me.
Yeah, well, I'm glad we've straightened that out. And
Yeah.
I'm also surprised. I mean, I as many episodes as we've done, and there's stuff that I think you know or assume you know, and then everything else you've learned from Family Guy.
Yeah.
I can't be sure. But I would also think that in however many seasons and episodes of the Family Guy, Lucille Ball or some I Love Lucy pun would have come up in the Times.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No,
and-
I know. I totally
know who she is. Okay.
Yeah, I know who she is. I had
Okay.
a film degree.
all right, we'd like to discuss next The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. There was another like Hollywood. Oh, Mary Tyler Moore. That's the only other one that I know from like way back when.
Okay.
Yeah.
She
but
was
anyway,
she was America's sweetheart early on.
wasn't Mary Tyler Moore that one Weezer song?
They do reference her in the song Buddy Holly.
That's who's Buddy Holly.
Okay.
Well, when you're doing your research for the Most Decades playlist, you may come across Buddy
Ooh,
Holly.
yeah.
Oh,
Buddy
that's
Holly,
an artist.
Yeah, he was a what 50s? I guess
Mhm.
50s.
Buddy Holly and the Crickets.
What happened to the Crickets?
He was just more well known, especially when he died in that plane crash.
Yes, he was the one.
What?
Yes, there was a plane crash. We've talked about this.
The day the music
song
died.
Yeah, the day the music died. And Bye Bye Miss American Pie. That song is about a plane
Buddy
crash
Holly?
that killed Buddy Holly, the Big Bopper. Who else? I don't know. A handful of people. I should probably know this, but I don't know this.
I can look it up while we're
But Winston
talking.
Yeah.
doesn't care. But you've probably heard a Buddy Holly song between, I don't know.
I've heard the Weezer Buddy Holly song.
No,
but
yeah,
I've not.
but yes, with that the Weezer song references Buddy Holly the musician. In the song Buddy Holly by Weezer, they do reference Mary Tyler Moore.
Yes.
So
that's yeah.
It was Buddy Holly, Richie Valens,
Oh yes,
another
La Bamba.
big yes,
La Bamba, of course.
the Big Bopper, J.P. Richardson.
Who? Wait, why were they all on that plane?
They were going to another gig.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and they charter a flight together.
And the plane crashed, yeah, and he ended
Oh
up
man.
killing. Yeah, the Big Bopper was like a big radio DJ back in the
Right.
50s.
He had like one big song. Chantilly lace and a pretty
That was
face
the Big
and a
Bopper?
bone. He starts the song by going, "Hey, it's the Big Bopper here."
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm very glad to know that like the shouting out your tag before a song start has not died over the
Yeah,
year.
no, it's been around
Nope.
forever, right?
Just the original Pitbull. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
DJ
Darling.
Khaled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember? Do you guys remember that song that was like, "Now watch me whip, watch me nae nae"? You remember that song that was everywhere?
Yes.
So, fun fact: the singer or the rapper Silento, and it's hilarious that he does this because it was his first ever record that went viral, and the
And
song
only
only
coincidentally.
right,
Yeah.
and he started the song out with "You already know who it is," and I'm like, do I? I
Nope,
don't know
nobody
who it
does.
is.
That's
Exactly.
rather presumptuous, sir.
And here's the craziest part. After the hype of his, one hit wonder died down, he I think he killed his barber or something. And oh no, he tried to kill his cousin and now he's in prison.
Oh, see, that's
Which
the wrong way to go.
oh yeah, I mean that was the only way to go. He was a one hit wonder guy,
So that's what it is now, Tony. The one hit wonders that we had in the 80s are now viral hits.
Yeah.
The viral thing that go, and it's not even a full song. It's it's like 45
TikTok
seconds.
part,
I was
yeah.
a viral TikTok chorus.
Should I explain? Should I explain our song challenge project?
Yes, I've already begun on the song challenge project.
So, for those of you who don't know, last episode we discussed, or it won't be this episode, it will be episode 66, that we are doing a most decades song playlist. And what that means,
Sounds like a VH1 show.
yeah, is we are each going to draft a song from each decade that is the most that sounding decade song. So each of us are going to pick the most 60s sounding song, but it's going to be very subjective based on the three of us. And I have a little like draft site thing that we'll use and stuff. It'll be fun. But something I didn't mention is if you hear this before we do the recording, first of all, feel free to join live at twitch.tv/podcastxyz and come in and join the conversation. But also feel free before or after to send us your own playlist, and when we make a fan playlist as well. So you'll have an official podcast, most decades playlist, and if people send stuff in, we'll make a fan playlist too, because I'm already having problems narrowing it down to one song a decade.
I've got mine.
Yeah.
You can't see it, but I've got mine right here. The only ones I have left to fill in are the 60s and 70s.
I've got
one for everything else.
I've got
the 50s.
Close to a dozen for each decade, and I don't know what to pick.
Well, yes, and
It's hard.
that's where as I'm thinking about this, especially personally the 80s and 90s. I mean, that's when I consumed the most new content of music. That's when I absorbed all of the music that is sort of like shaped what I listen to today. So it's very hard to distill it down, and especially a kid that was raised on MTV.
Yeah.
MTV in the early days was, did you hear MTV is shutting down, or it's
No
shut
way.
down?
Really?
It's done. Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I mean, who's watching it anymore?
Yeah, I mean, because it really did turn into something, that it wasn't originally. And I mean, I guess if people enjoyed whatever their content of,
What do they even show nowadays?
it was like ridiculousness and Rob and Somebody's Garage, which was like a skateboarder dude, and they
Repeats
had
of Real World.
Real World, and then they had the catfish thing. So yeah,
Catfish ended. The guy has a Neve, right? That's his name.
I don't
Neve has
know.
a corporate job now. I'm not even joking. He works in a cubicle.
He meets his ladies face to face, huh?
Who, Neve? Oh yeah, 1000%.
So, but yeah, MTV shut down its 5 music channels that were left in the UK after 40 years, and yeah.
What's VH1 doing nowadays?
I don't know. I think that's owned by MTV. So I
Is
don't
it?
know. I didn't even really. To me, is someone who grew up on that, and then it from my viewpoint, became something different that I didn't care about, and I was no longer that demographic.
Right.
So it dying this many years later, it's more of a that was still around. Who's been watching MTV? I
I
don't know.
agree.
Yeah.
I think people that can't let go of the 90s and early 2000s.
But I think they were probably right still. Well, I guess they weren't really playing music. They weren't
Oh,
breaking music.
MTV was
Yeah.
playing Wild and Out. That was a really good show. I
What
really
was that
like
show
Wild.
about? I saw
That
that on the channel often. Wild and
Wild and
Out.
Out was just a show where
Wasn't that
basically
hosted by
they,
Nick Cannon?
yeah, it
Yeah,
was
see,
like
that'll
a
get me
lot
to
of,
not watch it at all.
yeah, it was a lot of battle rappers and freestyle. I don't know. I think
No.
it's fun. It's a fun show. It's a lot. It's like it's almost like a stand up thing because they do it and they do it in front of a live audience, and then like sometimes they'll get the audience to join as well. So it's like it's sort of like a rap stand up slash what do you call that? Where they do crowd work. What is that called? Improv. Yeah,
Okay.
it's mostly improv.
Gotcha.
Musical improv is really what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely in the focus group here, aimed at a younger generation, because Tony and I are like, yeah, no, I'm not. I
Not
wouldn't watch
interested.
that. Yeah, I'm not watching that. But that was crazy. But also, I wanted to ask you guys. Just saw this today. Did you see? Okay, so we all remember a couple weeks ago the kerfuffle about Cracker Barrel changing their logo, right?
And they're
That was
back.
like a long time ago, right?
It was
A month
it was
ago,
a few
It's like
months ago,
a couple
and
months ago,
and they've
right?
changed back, haven't they?
Right,
Yeah.
because of the uproar, right? So there was this uproar when they changed the logo.
It's an uproar for everything nowadays. I
Right.
feel.
Exactly, but here's the point of the story. They've done some research on this whole thing, and apparently, like 35% of the accounts that were spreading these stories of outrage and how could they were freaking bot accounts.
Oh yeah.
So like we don't know who did the bot accounts, but like they were able to completely suddenly people that didn't give a shit about the Cracker Barrel logo are weighing in on their opinion on the Cracker Barrel logo. Like, how could they? I haven't eaten there in 20 years, but how could they change their logo? And it just sort of perpetuates online. In my like conspiracy theorist mind, I'm like, that is the first very obvious example of attempts at social engineering, of like trying
Yeah.
to, in something as sort of, inconsequential as the Cracker Barrel logo. It starts off as that, and you get all these people to weigh in, and I could just see how you could like move the needle down way farther from a dumb logo change.
Yep.
You ever heard the theory called the dead internet theory?
Mm-mm.
I think the dead internet theory is essentially like the majority of the people that you interact with on social media are not real people and that they are all bots.
Oh, that's like dystopian, man.
Yeah, and it's like a lot of the content you see are almost like generated content that aren't real or something like that. But it's very creepy.
Well,
Yeah.
well. Again, keep in mind, Winston. A couple of weeks ago, we talked to Miles, the AI.
Was it Miles? I thought
podcast.
his name was Marcus this whole time.
It's Miles.
It's Miles. Remember Miles Davis?
Yeah, that's right. I remember now.
Yeah, jazz guy.
Yes.
Have you
I
ever
know that
listened to
guy.
Miles Davis? Put on.
No, I know Miles Davis.
Well, put on Kind of Blue with some headphones and listen to it tonight. I'm telling you, man,
Okay.
it's good stuff.
I'll give it a swing.
I would. It's so you who feels music on vibes, which is totally valid. I would think that you would hear this and you'd be like, this is a total vibe. So I say that seriously. I don't know if I sound silly using the slang of vibes, but like I think you would dig it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I will give Miles Davis a try right after I finish watching Ghostbuster.
So it'll be this week.
Yeah, sometime
Yeah.
this week.
Jazz masterpiece, pop culture touchstone. There you go, man. Those are both
maybe
things, man.
maybe if there was like a TikTok snippet of his music, I will give it a shot.
That's the thing.
Brian, social engineer a viral video that has Miles Davis as the background music.
There you go.
Ooh, man, that's a tall order.
Man,
That's a
I
tall
tell you
order.
something, guys. I think I've gotten to the point where brain rot has messed up my
It's
my
rotted his
attention
brain.
span. It's so bad.
Go on.
So when I was when it was the pandemic, it was like 2020. I used to be able to just sit for hours on hours and just watch anime or like any type of like TV show.
Uh-huh.
I genuinely don't think I can sit down and watch anime anymore. I attempted to watch anime maybe a month ago, and it was so fucking boring
Are
that I
they
literally
long? Are they drawn out story arcs? Is
yeah,
that
it was a short, technically speaking. This is a short anime season. It was 12 episodes, and I quite literally couldn't sit down and watch it for more than like 10 minutes without me being like, this is so boring.
okay?
And I just
Let me ask you this:
mhm.
if it was something that you loved, I don't know, what do you F1 racing? You seem to be very much into. If it was
Uh-huh.
something along those lines, would have that kept your attention? Is it just that what you're watching is no longer? It's not that you have a short attention span. It's what you're watching is not engaging to you.
Well,
It doesn't touch you enough to be like, this is great.
Well, here's the thing though. It was something that I like. I was watching an anime that I
Oh yeah,
like. I've watched that exact anime since 2019. The newest season dropped because there was a movie in theaters and everything. So I was like, I'll watch the last season so that I can catch up and then go to the theaters to watch the movie. But I was just sitting there. I'm like, this is unbearable. Like I I love F1, but if my team is not winning, I also feel it's like this is fucking boring. Like there was a race happening over the weekend. My favorite driver got a 10-second penalty. I was like, this shit sucks. Like, why am I watching this?
no, you're not sitting there like rooting for come from behind type.
No, because it's impossible. We're driving. My favorite team is Ferrari, and everyone knows, oh, Ferrari, they got fast cars. No, we drive tractors on those tracks. They're awful. It sucks. But no, there was no way he was gonna come back. So I was like, well, that's cook. But I literally I cannot watch anything for a long extended period of time. So I used to be able to watch like stuff like Game of Thrones or there was a Shogun that I was watching. But then like I all of a sudden I woke up one day and was like, I don't really want to watch long form TV anymore.
Oh, you're getting sucked into the micro dramas, huh?
No, not even. Like I feel like because of how my day is, I rather spend that 40 minutes doing something else
Oh,
instead of
okay,
watching, you know, but
that's mindful of you.
yes, but if it was Family Guy, I would be cool with 20 minutes of turning my
You could
brain
get
off.
two, 20,
I can get two
21
episodes of
minutes
Family
apiece.
Guy.
Yeah, 42
Exactly.
minutes.
But yeah, I don't know. Like part of me now is like starting to consider like maybe I'll just rewatch Family Guy. Maybe that's what
Oh
I'll
no.
do.
So Tony, we have to see if Winston has like how much the Family Guy series filled in Winston's knowledge of pop
I,
culture.
Miles Davis is probably in Family Guy, but
I don't know. That's I mean it's he's a jazz legend and there's a reason for it, but also jazz isn't
give
for
me
everyone.
Jazz Legend. Fuck, what's his name? Who's the guy that does the voice for Stewie? The Seth MacFarlane.
Seth
Jazz
MacFarlane.
Legend, just Seth MacFarlane. Let's see.
He's more of a show tunes guy. He likes the show tunes.
That was a really good impression, by the way. Hold on, let's see. Miles Davis, Family Guy.
Yeah, it's
He has not appeared on Family Guy as a character.
see
Well,
there you go. A
wait, look
little
at that.
too. I mean, I imagine Seth MacFarlane's probably my age because all of the references in that show like hit right around. I mean, that's why I love the Goldbergs because they just went for pop culture 80s
Oh, he's
things,
literally around
toys.
your age. What year were you born, Ryan?
74.
Oh, he's 73. There
Okay,
you go.
yeah,
Mhm.
there you go.
Makes sense.
That makes totally sense, and that's why all of those things on the show were funny. But
Yeah.
I they lost me when they just went for shock value.
Well, I think that's also when he stepped away from being in the writer's room and is just doing the voice acting.
See,
primarily.
I don't know when that happened, but
Yeah.
have you ever seen any clips of him, Tony? Have you seen these like where Seth MacFarlane's voicing Family Guy? He would
Mhm.
literally go between the
character to
voices
character, yeah.
in
Yep.
one take.
It's
That's amazing.
crazy.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why does it? Why do we always thought? Is it Tony? Do we have to have a Family Guy coin? I think we should.
Oh,
should.
I
I
think.
walked into
Mhm.
this one for sure. For explainer reasons, but
Yeah.
I feel like we should always have a Family Guy coin. I feel like I mentioned Family Guy as much as Tony mentioned Star Wars or
Oh, I don't know.
WWE.
I feel like my pockets are full of coins because I haven't turned anything in for a while.
That is fair. That is fair.
Yeah, I got heavy
Tony,
pants
you watch
here.
any Star Wars recently?
Mm.
I did. You know what? In a Star Wars tie-in, I listened to the.
Whoa, hold on, pause. Did we talk about the Mandalorian and Grogu the other day? Or
Grogu.
Grogu?
Grogu? What's his name?
That's
Baby
what I feel.
Grogu?
Like, you know, when you go
Grogu?
to take a nap and you wake up and you're still tired, you're all groggy.
You feel real Grogu?
So, Winston's the guy calling him Han Solo too, so you know.
It is Han Solo.
Him
What do you
and-
mean?
him and Lando, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, whatever. We
We
talked
talked about
though.
it on a post show.
Oh,
Did we?
Yeah.
okay. All right. That's what it was.
Yes.
He's trying. See, Tony, he's trying to bait you into.
Yeah, I know. I'm not falling for it. How about I switch us topics then? So
Okay.
it is Halloween.
Halloween candy.
We've talked
I
candy.
feel like we talk about that every year.
I figure eventually we'll do like a proper like tier list. Maybe that'll be next year.
Worst Halloween trick or treat. Worst Halloween treats. I feel like would be a good topic.
Bit oh honey.
Oh yeah. This was on my list and I felt it fit Halloween, so we'll push it in here. Talk nightmares.
Ooh.
On Elm
Like
Street.
has anybody this year I finally have sat down and watched the original Nightmare on Elm Street.
Was it good?
It was good.
Had you
It's
not
good.
seen it?
I've not seen a lot. Like I
mean,
I
it
like
makes sense. It
horror
came out,
stuff
like,
enough,
84 or something.
but
Like, it's old.
a lot of these franchises like hide away the beginnings of the series. Like you can find like Halloween 4, 5, and 6, but you can't find the first ones. And it's like, what? I'm not starting at 5. They're no good. So,
I need the origin story.
yeah. But I wanted to see if anybody had any good nightmares that have like stuck out to them over the years, or like reoccurring
Any good
dreams.
nightmares?
Yes.
Yeah.
I do have
nightmare or good nightmares.
I
Like-
do have one, but I want to tell you though, I know you're a big fan of lore, Tony.
Uh-huh.
The Freddy Krueger character, I don't even remember what it was called, actually had a series on TV. And because I
Yes.
liked the movie and was into Freddy, I ended up watching, whatever his series was on TV. And it was actually scarier because the budget was lower than the movies. And so they'd be on like 12:30 on a Friday night or something. My parents would let me stay up and I'd watch it, but it was creepy because the effects were so bad. So that actually made it weirder. But
Right.
anyway, if you're looking for full Freddy Krueger lore, I need to at least throw that out there.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but the TV show was it was like a prequel story.
Was it?
I think
Probably.
so.
I don't even remember.
Like the
I just
original
remember watching
the
it.
original movie was about how this guy, like, I think he was attacking kids,
Don't piss
and-
off your janitor.
and the main character's mom was like ended up killing Freddy Krueger to help stop this serial killer. But I think the TV show was about like all of his exploits before he died. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell you this. The thing that really bothered me in that movie is that they just kept calling him Fred Krueger. And I'm like, what?
What?
Please stop.
Did you mean Frederick?
Mr. Frederick Krueger.
Frederick Krueger III,
Yeah.
Esquire. Yeah, they kept calling him Fred Krueger. And I went,
Fred Krueger, the New York financier.
It's like he's the neighbor down the street that cuts his
Oh,
lawn
Fred-
at 7 a.m. And it's just
oh,
like,
Fred
oh, it's
Krueger.
Fred.
Oh, it's just
Fred
Fred.
Krueger's just a weirdo.
Yeah. He loves
know?
watering his lawn at noon.
Fred Krueger
Yeah.
yell at people that bikes across his lawn.
Oh man,
That's
Fred
pretty
Krueger's having a
funny.
barbecue today.
But I remember a nightmare that I had like a semi-reoccurring nightmare as a kid that I was like lost in this warehouse factory, and there were just stacks and towers of cardboard boxes everywhere, and there was this box a single box man that would chase me through this like maze of a warehouse.
The precursor to Minecraft, or
it was weird. It was
Roblox.
this, and I just like it.
It was
Thinking back, it's lame, but it was just this single cardboard box with like arms and legs that would chase me, and there was a giant box in the center of the warehouse, and that was just how you got rid of him. It was if you could throw him in the big
Base.
box, then it was you got rid. But endearing enough that I've told podcast brother Dave, and he will continually bring it up. He remembers me telling him, freaking him out about my nightmare of this box man.
So that was recurring, right?
I
Like, it
had this
happened,
dream
you
more
were-
than
yeah.
once. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
it's like when you take Benadryl and start seeing the Hat Man.
Well, it's like if you've ever had a dream where it's like you're having a bad dream and you like kind of wake up and you fall back asleep and you go back into the dream.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
always-
jeez, that's
yeah,
the worst.
But it never happens with a good dream,
yeah,
you know?
No,
It's always a
You're never
always
making out with a
weird ones, yeah.
supermodel in your dream and fall back into it. It's always something terrible.
yeah.
Yeah, mine was it's same thing, recurring, and it was that feeling of being lost or unable to get somewhere when I needed to, and I did all I remember was like this vaulted cave type ceiling. And what was weird is like I paired it with a memory of like somewhere where we went on vacation in Florida when I was a kid, a tiny kid, and something like that. And so like whatever was in my dream was something I saw in real life. But it was like, instead of the nice, lovely thing, it was like I'm stuck in this cave and I can't figure out where I need to go type dream.
Right.
Yeah, horrible.
I feel like
I've stopped having it though, so that's good.
you guys want to know what my nightmare was?
Lobsters.
Anytime I see a toilet in my dream, that's it's always bad. You never want to go to the toilet when you're in your dream. Why do you guys
So-
give me that
Yeah.
look?
No, I'm with
thinking
you there.
Train Spotting. I'm thinking Harry Potter. I'm thinking Skibbity. What?
What do you mean?
If you have a dream where you're taking a leak, you
never
better
wanna
wake up
take a
because you're
leak.
taking a
You
leak.
better wake up
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I ever had like an actual nightmare that I remember. I try to forget it because it's like
You
it will
haven't had a
probably freak
recurring
me
one,
out. No, I don't have a recurring one.
that's
I never.
good.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like I stay up late enough to where whenever I sleep, my short is so like my sleep is so short that I won't have enough time to like dream or have nightmares.
I
you
short
know?
circuit my REM cycles so I don't
Yeah,
have any bad
exactly.
dreams. No, these
Exactly.
like this.
You
the
guys
ones I'm
aren't
talking-
We already
understanding the
established that he
method.
has 500 alarms set throughout the night. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
Exactly.
he starts
Yeah.
waking up at 3:45, 3:50, 3:51.
Exactly.
Well, then let me ask Winston this: have you
Uh,
ever visited Mall World?
No, what is
Where's
Mall World?
What is
You've
that?
not heard of this then?
No, I
No.
haven't either.
So Mall World is this like group
Oh, is that like a Darth Maul theme park?
reoccurring? It's like a group reoccurring dream where people like whether it's a regular dream or lucid dream that they are in this like back rooms equivalent of a dead mall that makes them feel like
Oh.
that like this is all very familiar but I've also never been here before and there's no way to get out.
Okay.
But people wake up and on a subreddit now
We have a
have re-
national psychosis.
have
Yeah, that's
basically
awesome.
have said I had this dream and this is what I saw in it.
It's a
and other
methane
people have
leak.
said
Oh man.
I have also been there. I have had a dream and have been in this same exact place exactly
They're
what
doing
you're describing.
multiplayer dream mode now. Couch co-op dreams.
But it's like a dead mall liminal space.
I told all my homies to go to bed at the same time so I can hop in their dreams.
Yo, I catch you guys at Bed Bath and Beyond. What's
Yeah.
up?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
It's an empty mall, ain't it? That's what the mall world is. It's like I think what it is also is like it's like that old mall design, right? Where with like the 80s, 90s looking carpet.
There's been a lot of stories about that. So I think a lot of
Yeah.
people, even though if they weren't there actually, they could picture what
Visualize
it
it.
is. Yeah, as the malls are going extinct.
I think what it is for me, Tony, is our mall didn't look like that, so that's why I've never dreamed of it.
Okay.
You know, but I feel like the mall was a place that people go to a lot during like the mid 2000s and like early
Before no 80s,
2010s.
80s, 90s. Those
Oh,
like
and even
when like
that,
the
right?
mall, yeah. Because
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, I would go
malls
with
are
my
dead
buddy.
now. So
Yeah.
I don't think anyone would dream of it.
I would disagree. I think it is still a roaming place for high school girls. Having 2 daughters, they would still go to the
fair.
mall. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think but I don't think it is as significant as it was in the 80s and 90s. You know, because you
Yeah.
go, we talked about Hot Sam, Orange Julius, Aunt Anne's, all the stuff.
Yeah, you
know.
guys have store that doesn't even exist anymore, if you think about it.
My mom used to tell me about this store that was in the mall in Johnstown.
Oh,
And it was this it was just like a cool fashion clothes store.
Oh,
and
I gotta know the name of it.
The name of the store was No Name.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say merry-go-round.
Oh, there
No
was. I'm
Name.
sure there was a merry-go-round, but this particular store was called No Name. But apparently, her grandma, my great grandma, because there wasn't enough space between the two words, she used to think the store was called Naname.
Naname? It's a Japanese store.
Yeah, she's like, oh yeah, I was
like
looking at stuff in Naname, and my mom was like, what?
Where?
Spacing
so
matters, punctuation matters.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I would love to like just sit down and like you guys name a bunch of store that no longer exists.
Yeah, I mean,
Sharper Image.
Sharper Image is a good recent one. Yeah,
What's Shopper's Image?
Sharper Image?
Sharper Image.
They had the catalogs.
Are you aware of Sky Mall?
Yes.
Imagine if Sky Mall was a brick and mortar store in a mall.
In the
That's
mall.
Oh,
Sharper
I
Image.
love that.
It was great.
In the mall.
It was a place where you'd go and there'd be all kind of cool things that you would never buy.
I just looked up Sharper
$500
Image. Guess what they makes now?
$500
Guess what they do
vibrating chair.
No, you wish. It's the massage gun. Right.
Well, there you go, man. I got one of those thanks to your recommendation.
That's right. Yeah, we just got the cheaper version of it and not the actual Sharper's Image.
It would always be like, okay, today's equivalent is the massage gun. It used to be like a full reclining massage chair that it was like in 2002. They're like, you could have this for the low price of $4,000. It was like, what? It's
the low price of 4,000.
It was always things like that, or it was like, this is an automatic ashtray, and people are like,
for what?
Excuse me? Yeah, it's always something weird. It's like, what is
Sharper Image was like the future, but the future, you're like, I didn't know I needed this. Yeah, like
here's this putting green that you use while sitting on the commode, and it's like, please don't. Why? Who made this, and why are you selling it?
Yeah.
I kind of like that.
There must be a demand. So that was was Sharper Image a catalog first and then a store?
So if you guys were rich, right? If you guys were rich, would you guys buy a Sharper's Image like massage chair, like the full body one?
I mean, that was the fun about the brick and mortars, that you could actually try it out.
Now you just put 25 cents and sit by the balcony while it massages you. It's pretty nice.
I mean, I don't know. So Sharper Image is gone?
Sharper Image started in 1977 as a catalog business selling jogging watches.
Jogging watches.
They created Fitbits before Fitbits was a thing.
In the 70s and 80s, suddenly it was no longer running. It was jogging, a much more approachable term.
Watches were like a magic tech item in the 80s and 90s. Like, dude, the Casio calculator watch was revolutionary.
Yeah.
And then once, like, rudimentary LCD screens where it was just show, like, black still frame things on it became a thing. They were making, like, very rudimentary video game watches where it's like, it's 2 buttons on it.
Yeah, man, you play Space Invaders.
I was gonna say, man, I used to have this like watch that my aunt bought me. This is when I was still in Vietnam. She bought it from the US and brought it back for me. But it was a watch, right? And you put it on your wrist, and there's a button, and if you click it, and it will whatever like plastic casing at the top would fold up, and it will become a robot.
Oh dang, you had like a Transformer watch.
Yeah, man, it was freaking sick. Yeah, let me see if I can find a picture of it.
That's cool.
One of the best ones was I had a buddy who showed up in high school with a universal remote control watch.
What?
So each classroom in our high school had a TV in it for like morning announcements and stuff like that.
Oh my god!
So and it was all the same brand TV. So in the morning while it was on, he would figure out the correct frequency for this, and then throughout the day could just turn them on in the middle of class.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh man, that's hilarious.
It was pretty good. Or eventually,
I think Winston's gonna share something, but Tony, did you have any? Did you know about swatches and the swatch?
We had this conversation.
Yep,
right?
we talked swatches before. Never had one, but
so they weren't cool anymore when you were
not in the 90s. No.
Okay.
90s, 2000s.
I don't think this is the right
I had
watch.
a watch that was a big chunky piece of crap that had probably 500 megabytes on it that you could load MP3s on, and then there was a little proprietary clip thing that had a headphone jack, and you could listen to MP3s on your watch. It was pretty cool.
What?
Yeah.
What songs did you put on your watch?
I was listening to, like, again, Christian rock and like Weird Al. Like he was Relient K and Weird Al and 90s country like Garth Brooks, you know. it was a weird collection of music. I was a weird kid.
Oh man,
I found a robot watch, but I don't think it's the one that I'm thinking of as a kid. But it's still pretty all right. It flips open, but let me see if I can.
It's not as cool as the one you had.
I thought it was something different, but.
Is your memory glossier than the actuality?
Maybe. Do you see it right here? So what it does is it folds open like that.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I remember those. That definitely had to be before you.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, I don't remember if this was the one I had or something similar to this, but I remember it flips open into being a little robot.
When Transformers hit, man, Transformers were huge. And
dude,
GoBots.
I freaking love Transformer. I just love that was a concept. Like, imagine that blender. What if it was a robot? You know, like
yes, that
boombox.
Yeah,
that's
a
robot.
That's definitely a robot. That was
the
my
cassette
favorite.
player. No, not the cassette player. The cassette is a robot.
Yeah.
Right.
That was I loved my cassette player. What was it? Soundwave, Soundflash, Soundblast.
I thought Soundwave was the boombox. Was it? Not?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I loved Soundwave more than Optimus Prime. I had them both, but I thought
it's cool as hell.
The radio was the coolest.
Yeah. But I was gonna say, you guys ever realize how funny it was? Like all the robots were like, all the Transformer or like the Autobots is like, I'm gonna be a truck. I'm gonna be a sport car. And then Megatron was like, I'm gonna be a gun.
Yeah.
Like, what was that? Like, he was just a gun. He was the only robot that was a gun. Was it not?
Well, the way I saw it as a consumer were GoBots were first to market.
GoBots?
Yeah, GoBots. And then the Transformers came, and they were like a level up. They were a little bit cooler than GoBots because they were the second ones that came. But
I've never had GoBots, I don't think.
I feel like in Vietnam you might have had GoBots.
I
was gonna be real honest.
they were the cheaper alternative.
Yeah.
The Go robots.
Oh fuck! We did have.
Yeah, I freaking told you.
Oh, that's funny. I pulled it up, and it's the one motherfucker with the wing for his shoes, and I'm like, yeah, I know exactly who this is.
But see, those were like the first to market here, so they were cool. But like it was like the
as cool as it can be, man.
Yeah, well, yeah, they were cool. Then it just seemed like maybe Transformers had like more advanced transformations. I guess the things they transformed into were much cooler than just a robot, and then whatever. Yeah. The GoBots were.
Wait, so what did the GoBots transform? No, what was the GoBots catchphrase? Go GoBots.
Go gadget GoBots. Yeah, that's.
It just reminds me.
GoBots go outs.
Gonna be more of a question for Brian, I think. Have you seen the movie Big?
Tom Hanks.
That sounds familiar.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
He makes a wish. He turns into an adult.
Yeah, Zoltar, yeah.
Zoltar machine.
Yeah.
But he turns
is that the little machine that like do fortunes?
It's a fortune-telling
Yes.
machine
Yes,
at a
fortune-telling machine,
fair, a traveling fair. He makes a wish that he was big because he can't get on a ride to ride with this girl, and wakes up in the morning as Tom Hanks.
Ah.
And like his parents freak out because they think he's like a child molester and stole their son. So he goes to New York City. I think they live in like Jersey or something. He goes across the river to New York City and has to live as an adult. But
with a childlike wonder.
Yeah. He ends up getting a job at this toy company, and he's hired basically as like product testing.
Toy tester
Because he's good at this job.
It's hard to do toy testing.
They're sitting in a meeting, and the like foil character to him, this like business jerk kind of guy in the movie. Again, it's an 80s movie. The business jerk guy is pitching his newest toy idea, which is basically a transformer, but it's like it transforms from like the Empire State Building into a robot, and he's pitching all this, and Tom Hanks just raises his hand in the meeting, and they're like, yes, like, you don't just speak. He's like, I don't get it. And they're like, what do you mean you don't get it? He's like, I don't get it. Like, Transformers are cool because you can play with the robot or you can play with the car, but there's nothing fun about playing with a building.
No, that's literally it, right?
And then he starts making a pitch where he's like, what if they were like bugs? Because you could play with the bugs and you could play the robot, and he completely takes over this guy's pitch, which ticks him off.
Right.
Yeah.
That sounds like an interesting idea of a movie.
When did you watch that, Tony? When did you watch that last?
This is one of these movies that Winston was like, hey, you had all these weird movies at your grandma's house. This was one of them. Like, this is one of those ones that, was on TV at some point in time. But my grandfather, when you had like the long play because VHS, you fit like 4 movies on it.
Yeah.
Big was one of these movies that me and my brother watched because like, this is freaking
with commercials
awesome.
Or without?
I want to say without. I don't remember the commercials in it. It might have been like an HBO preview.
Oh, an HBO. Oh, he's taping it off HBO.
Do you guys think like all the news station or like TV stations still have copies of like old commercial that was played way back in the day somewhere?
YouTube does.
I know YouTube does.
I can guarantee that they don't, having worked at a TV station.
So what do you think they do with the physical? Well, I guess not physical. How were commercial played in the past?
Like, in the past, they would have probably
tape, right?
Yeah, so like a local station would have put a bunch of commercials that went at this time on a section of a tape, basically a specialized tape for the station,
right?
That they would play that segment and then go back to the switch back to whatever show, which was probably on another tape, and switch between these. Now it's all digital.
Well, now it's digital, but yeah, even back in the early days, they would just promote the promote the brand on the show.
Very early. Yes.
Hold on, I just remembered something. So we talked a lot about 90s and 80s commercials and whatnot. So last weekend, not this past one, the one before that, Brian, there was a food festival down in downtown Chambly. I don't know if you saw that.
I did not make it there, but yeah.
Okay, so me and my friends went. Yeah, and when I was walking through the Taste of Chambly, we got kind of near the end, and over by where that one bagel spot, the place that you went to go get your haircut with your brother.
Yeah.
Directly across the street from there's an antique store that was also a museum type of ordeal. Have you ever seen that one place, the antique store across the street?
I don't know that. I haven't gone in there.
And so I went in because we were bored and we had nothing else to do because the food looks terrible. We went into the antique store and we did a lap around the place, and it was weird. It was almost like walking into like a hoarder's basement from like the 90s.
That's a good store then.
I'm gonna tell you right now,
that's a good junk store.
It was a great junk store. They had freaking Playboy magazine for sale for like $8 a pop. Me and my friends wanted to buy some.
For the articles.
They had it locked behind the glass door, so it was hard to get there. But they had like an early edition of like Batman comics and stuff, which was crazy. But anywho, I'm walking through this one section of the store, and I turn around, and on a coffee table was a fucking statue of Spud McKenzie. And I goes, holy shit, it's Spud McKenzie.
He's real.
And all of my friends like, who the fuck is Spud McKenzie? I'm like, you guys just won't get it, man. But I was like, it's Spud McKenzie. I was like, this is so crazy that he's real, that I'm seeing like
This
an
is him.
actual statue of him.
It's not the Target dog.
Yeah, it's not the Target dog. He looks like the Target dog, but his shirt it said Spud on it. So that's how I knew Spud.
Yeah, he's partying with the ladies. There's no question.
Exactly. So I was like, that's crazy that I saw that. Yeah.
Tony, if we've taught him anything, I think it's that. I don't know if we should be proud, but yeah.
It was right next to the statue of the Noid for some reason.
Oh, the Noid.
But I do think you guys should totally go to that place. I think it's pretty sick.
I want to go now. This sounds like a good story. Yeah,
it's pretty cool. So they had 4 like statues about this big of not Transformer, Power Ranger mechs, Tony, that were like yay big. They weren't like you couldn't take off the arms and like move this stuff. It's literally like somebody sculpted a statue.
What does Power Ranger mechs mean? What is the mech?
They had Zords.
The mechs, the Zords. Sorry, the Zords, the robots that they ride in. Brian.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, to fight evils.
It was it was a formulaic show. They start off as regular teenage kids.
Yep.
Then they transform into Power Rangers and fight hand to hand.
Well, they would lose. They would lose the first fight.
They'd lose the first fight. Then they'd start being okay, and then Rita Repulsa would send power down to make the monster grow, and it would grow as tall as the buildings. And then they'd have to call in their regular Zords, which were all individual, and that
what
never
are Zords?
worked.
They're not swords?
No, they're
Zords. They're big robots that they pilot.
Yeah.
And so I don't know why they were ever individual, because they never beat anything in the individual ones.
As individuals?
It was immediately going from the regular robots to the Megazord, where they all combined into the big one.
Right, okay.
And they all piloted.
And then half the time they get their ass kicked in that too. And it was just like, it was...
It's
a show about teamwork.
They would win. No, they would win fights for like 2 episodes, and then they would lose in the Megazord form.
Were the story arcs that long?
Well, no. This is every episode. They have to make it interesting, right? So if the formula is like, oh, they lose, they beat the guy, and then they turn into the Megazord, it's gonna get boring. So what they'll do is they'll have the Megazord lose, and then one of the member will earn a new part that goes into the Megazord to make the Megazord stronger. So by the end of the season, you get a brand new Megazord. That at least this is the latest.
All
season
to sell toys, man. That's what it is.
It's all
to sell toys.
Or it's got some giant sword or weapon now. Yeah,
exactly. But yeah, Tony, they had like 4 giant statue of Megazords, and I was like, hey, how much for one? And the guy that was like trying to sell it, or the guy that owned the place, almost seemed like he doesn't know what he was talking about. He was like, 4 of those, so I'll let him go for 400. I'm like, oh, well, I don't want 4, I just want the 1. Yeah, I'll do 1 for 200. I'm like, how the fuck does that make sense?
Sir, do you know how to negotiate?
Exactly. It was like, that's not how math works, guy.
No. But $100 for a.
And he was trying to sell them as a collection because nobody else was buying it. You know what I mean?
I mean, you got to be. And again, in a brick and mortar store, I imagine if anybody's really trying to hunt that down, they're doing it online.
Yeah. I do think both of you guys should try to find some time on a weekend. Maybe we'll go.
It's like 5 miles from my house. Yeah, it's close.
Man. It would be cool to go. I just want to see you guys' reaction to the stuff that's in that place.
The toy.
It's not just toys, but they had so much stuff.
The price of things of just like, come on, man.
That's the difference between an antique store and an actual junk store. Yeah. A junk store wants to get rid of the stuff. An antique place is like, well, this is actually worth something. And it's like, get out of here. Like, that's why I don't like.
This is vintage Power Rangers Megazords. You're talking about.
It's the problem I have with being down south with garage sales or yard sales. Where
estate sales. Don't forget estate sales.
I love an estate sale.
Tony love estate sales.
I love an estate sale, but that's the difference. A garage sale and yard sale is people are like, how much is this? They're like, it's $1. Give me $1 for it.
No,
go, okay, yeah, sure, because they're trying to get rid of stuff. That's why they're having the sale. An estate sale is somebody else or a
Selling on
company
behalf of
selling
the
somebody
owner.
else's stuff. So they're like, we're trying to make a profit. And I'm like, you're selling like 1940s garbage, not good, like garbage Christmas ornaments. Like
Right.
nobody's buying these little miniature pine trees for $20. They're not worth
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, you know what it is? They're gonna say it's vintage, Tony. It's
Yeah,
vintage.
and
That's
throw
why
that
it's
vintage
expensive.
on there.
The only reason it has value is because now I want it.
Right.
Exactly.
Sudden.
Yeah. I feel like garage sale is a lot better when you're trying to scam people. Like
We're scamming people.
you're scamming people, like pretending like you don't know what's being sold, and you're gonna, or you expect that they don't know it either, so you can get it for a way cheaper price.
I
You know what I
got
mean?
an original Nintendo Entertainment System in box with instruction manuals, everything complete in it for 25 bucks at a
No
garage
way.
sale.
When was this?
Oh, this had to have been 12 years ago or more.
Okay, so what is the market value for
Tony came up to the guy and goes, "How much for the Game Boy?"
Yeah. I just called it a Nintendo.
Yeah, the
Oh yeah, that's
Nintendo,
it.
yeah.
Perfect.
How much for the
Um,
Nintendo?
Now this was up in Pennsylvania. This was probably older people who just didn't know what it was. I mean,
Right.
if
No, what
I
I'm
still
saying,
have
if
the
you wanted to
box
go
at
to
my
eBay
parents'
right
house,
now-
and I have the Nintendo sitting on my shelf. So if I put all this stuff back together in box with like in the original instruction manual and all that, I mean, I could probably get a couple $100 out of it.
Easy.
Easy.
Easily. Yeah.
And how much did you pay for it?
No more than $25.
There you go, man. This is the
Let's
start
see.
of Tony's
Super
episode of Flippers.
Nintendo
That's
on
that's
eBay.
what I'm looking for at
I want a power
sales.
glove. I want to see a power glove. Find me a power glove, a vintage power glove, new in box.
Super
much is it?
Nintendo with Super Mario World and All Star Bundle. You can get them right now for $200 on eBay. That's freaking crazy.
The
See how
original
much?
ones.
Yeah, let's see how much the Power Gloves are.
I
Power
actually
Glove
I
NES.
have two Super Nintendos that that I could sell you one for about $25.
So get this, Ryan. If you want to get a Power Glove, you're looking at like at least $180 plus $20 shipping from Japan.
From
'Cause
Japan.
They don't have it in America anymore, so you're gonna
I
end
think
up.
I had a friend that had one of those, and I think I played it once, and it was like, this is lame. This,
How
know,
do you even play it? Are you doing this shit the
I
whole
don't
time?
even remember, which is funny because, it took a long time before you could like have, motion controlled reactions on video games with your, your Wii and your.
Yeah.
It just made games harder.
Power
didn't make
Gloves
them
look
any
like
better.
the thing. Power Gloves look like the thing that quarterback used to make their plays.
Well, I mean, the appeal of it was
Right?
it was very futuristic.
Yes.
It
Right.
was like this, it seemed very futuristic, but in execution, even at the time, it was like, okay, this, I don't know. I think
Yeah.
I think the buildup in your head was like, this is going to be like,
You would be able to punch with it or something, right?
something,
Yeah.
but it ended up not being the case. It
Yeah.
was lackluster, but it was
Yeah.
things were coming up. New video game like things were happening fairly. Upgrades were happening at a pretty good clip.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I never grew up like during that time, like you guys, where you got like cool add-ons like this. The coolest shit I got during my childhood was probably the Connect. Like
Which was not very good either.
yeah, it was
It
awful.
was pretty
but
bad.
What did the Connect do?
It was just a camera. It was like it was basically, when you play the Wii, you know how you have to wear a strap to be able to like get the sensors working.
Yeah.
The Connect is essentially just the camera, and you would be able to play games like the Wii, but without needing the
Oh, that's
stuff in
right,
your
right.
arm.
Yeah, my brother-in-law had that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was fun.
There was that one game where you could like go on a raft or something, and you could jump to like collect coins. I thought that was pretty cool.
I thought it was fun. Yeah,
yeah.
it was kind of cool. I mean, it was now you look back and you're like, well, that was kind of rudimentary,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it was fun though.
I'm trying to think of like any other like. I feel like there's
was-
like a stagnant when it comes to like video games inventions. I don't think there's been any good video.
I mean,
game
the Wii
invention
was a
in while.
big jump forward.
It was.
Yes.
Because
I
the
guess
Wii that's when like random people like myself that weren't buying consoles bought a video game console.
yeah, because it was like, and it's fully motion censored. I'm like,
Yeah,
it's kinda
man.
sick. Yeah.
You gotta make sure you have the sensor bar in the right
Yeah.
place.
Exactly. I'm so mad that the Wii you gave me doesn't work, Brian. Like, well, it works, but one of the remotes is like inverted, so I have to buy. I got at some point I gotta go on Marketplace and buy a new remote so
I
that I
will
can play.
refund you your full amount that you paid for it.
Yeah, exactly. I can't be mad because it was free, right? But it was cool. I booted it up. The one remote did work, so I played Wii Sport. I was killing it on the tennis courts.
Little did you know, you probably had like Brian and his family wandering around back in the
Oh,
crowds
yeah.
of the
I'm pretty sure it does because when you boot it up, you can see like the little Mii's walking around on the
Yeah.
globe. Yeah, I saw you.
Like, that's Brian.
Um,
I can tell. That
yeah,
guy's got
exactly.
it.
It's the ball head that gave it
The
away.
bald head with the beard guy.
So you can see a little glint in like in the far distance, and that's how I knew. It's off of the freaking ball
Right
head.
off the dome, man.
Yeah, exactly. Um, but yeah, no, I want to buy another remote so I can play with my roommates, but I got to get to it at some point.
I'm sure it's like $20 on the internet. You can get anything now.
I've gotten really okay. Well, let me ask you guys this: how often do you guys use Facebook Marketplace between the two of you?
I occasionally look
never.
at it just to see what's on there. I don't know that I've ever bought or sold
Dude,
anything on it.
I freaking love Facebook Marketplace. I
It's
don't
the
even
new.
buy anything on there. I
It's
just
the
go
new
on there and lowball.
Craigslist.
Yeah, but it's funnier because you can see these people lives. Like you can go to their profile at any time, right? So I was bored, and I had a friend that lived out in Colorado, and he was looking for a new car. So we were on Discord together, and I was like, well, let's see what's available on Marketplace. I came across like a 2008 Nissan Altima, and it was a rebuilt title with 280,000 miles on it. Let me
Jeez.
see if I still have the message available. But basically,
I owned one of those at one point.
a Nissan Altima.
Yeah.
Oh, get this, 2016 Nissan Altima. Let me see if I can read the listing to you.
Mine might have
Damn,
been
he took it off.
1998 Nissan Altima.
He took it off, but anyway, it was like $10,000 or something, and I immediately DM and said 3,200 and a handshake question mark, and he said yes. Are you interested? And then proceed to tell me and a spit in your ass. I'm like, what? And I was like, and I immediately responded with saying, "Good luck selling that piece of shit for $16,000 without sucking someone off." He said, "No worries, this car is not for you. You don't know how to drive. You're too young." And then I proceed to not respond because I didn't want to waste my time. But you just see he updated the listing throughout the next month or so, lowering the price from $16,000 down to zero.
What did you
And
offer him?
it was zero. I offer him 3,200 and a handshake. But it's now at zero, and because he couldn't sell it, he just took the listing off.
When were you fighting with this person on Facebook Marketplace?
This was, and I can tell you, this was
Yesterday.
No. This was August 25th when I did this.
Of
I was bored.
2025.
Yeah, of 2025. I'm telling you, I'm in it for the love of the game, man. I don't
Here's my biggest question: was he offering to spit in your orifices, or was he asking for a favor? Was he? I'm
yes.
confused.
He said yes. Are you interested? And a spit in your ass. Oh, I guess it's in my ass, right?
Oh, okay. Well,
but
again, this is.
And then he said, "You're too young," and you should have said, "Go to jail."
But yeah, it's just.
I'd like to introduce you to what is his name? Dan Hansen.
Yeah.
Chris Hansen.
But
Chris Hansen. There you go.
Yeah.
But I just love lowballing people. Like I'm not even interested in
I'm gonna
buying
coin a term
anything.
like troll balling. That's what you're doing.
Troll
You're just-
balling, yes.
Yeah, it's like,
Here's another example. When the Switch 2 came out,
Tony, did you have any idea Winston had this whole I got an entire checklist of irate interactions with people on Facebook Marketplace.
No,
Yeah.
but I like this idea.
Becoming gold.
Yeah.
Here we go. The day the Switch 2 came out, I saw somebody put up their Nintendo Switch OLED for sale at $400. I goes, $100 question mark since the Switch 2 dropped today.
I mean, legitimate.
It's
concern.
fair. If you're gonna
It
spend
is fair.
400, go. I could buy a new one, or I could take
For
yours.
6. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And she just immediately responded with, "Sorry, it's not available." I'm like, this is an hour after you posted the listing. Like, get out of here.
If you sold it, you would have said you sold it.
Exactly.
You wouldn't have said it's not available.
But yeah, I'm telling you, it might be like my favorite pastime thing of all time.
I love lowballing people on Facebook Marketplace.
And
I've heard
I
it's,
wish
it's if you're an actual seller. I heard it's a bit of a weird place to inhabit because people act like they're totally interested, and then when you're like, okay, come get it, and they're like, you don't hear from them.
So I agree because like sometimes it also sucked. Like I've been interested in buying a part for my car for quite a while now. There was 2 guys, both of them local, that was selling a rear bumper for my car, for my BMW. So I'm like, I want to buy it, and I'm looking at my messages here. I can see it. Both of them was trying to sell. What the fuck? Both of them sold it. Okay, dickheads. Because I messaged
he's just
them.
checking his listings right now. That's all he's actually doing.
I literally I asked, hey, this is September 17th, so about a month ago. I said, hey, is this still available? Guy goes, yes, are you interested? I said, yeah, can you send me some pics of what it looks like? And then he just didn't respond. I'm like, well, what the fuck? Like, dude, I'm actually interested in buying for once, and I'm not trolling, and nobody's gonna buy.
These are not salespeople.
They're probably spreading my username around on like a local Facebook group, telling people to ignore me.
Yeah.
But
I've had more luck on Nextdoor.
Really?
Things. Yeah.
I feel like Nextdoor is kind of scary. It's almost like I'm worried about being scammed on Nextdoor.
Well, I've bought furniture on there. That's it. That's the only thing I've really bought.
What have you bought from there?
Couches.
Okay. How do you feel like? What's your recommendation in terms of like buying used couches, or like secondhand couch?
Make sure they don't smell like cat pee. That's
okay. I'm always so paranoid with like buying used furniture.
No stains, no smells.
Yeah, but these were I mean, these weren't expensive at all. They were IKEA couches, and they had removable covers so you can wash them. So that was a little bit to ease the fear of like, oh, I'm always worried that a couch is going to smell like cat pee.
I have a story about an IKEA couch, and I'm wondering if I should tell it.
Is it the story of the haunted IKEA couch?
We're gonna tell it on the post show.
Let's do it. Let's do that.
I'm gonna wrap us up.
And if we feel like, if you guys think that it's good enough, we can cut it and then put it in the actual show.
If anybody's looking to sell ads, we're available. let us know. Otherwise, we're wrapping it up here. Hey,
I want to lowball our ad sales.
Just undercut us completely.
Literally.
Yeah. Jeez, oh man. Hey, thanks for listening. This again, 3rd annual Halloween Extravaganza. Appreciate it. Rate and subscribe wherever you're listening so you don't miss new episodes. Tell a friend if you like this. Tell somebody else. Tell them to listen to it. We like other people, despite what we say on here sometimes. If you want us to talk about something, show up live on Twitch when we're recording, when we're doing other stuff. Or send us an email. You can send us an email to podcastxyz@gmail.com. You can visit us on Instagram for news. You can check out our TikTok account where we post clips whenever I get a chance to do that. Check out our YouTube, where if you want to watch the video version of this, it's up there for free. So is our post show, which we're about to get into. Otherwise, you can check out our merch store, our list of things that we've talked about, our link dump of things that we've talked about on our home on the web, which is podcastxyz.podbean.com. With that, we'll see everyone next time.
See you later.